Have you ever wondered what it means to truly hold onto your culture? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending which country you are watching me from. Today, we are talking about culture. In today's world, there are so many immigrants that live different countries in the world. So many of them have given birth to different children, and lost their culture. They left only with language. It means that we are lost from the what we taught from our ancestors. Like I said, many of us lives in abroad have never turned back and taught our children our culture, how we live. I remember far back ago when Christmas will be approaching, our uncles, our grandmother, our sisters, our aunts, our nephews, many of them will be traveling back to the village to go and celebrate Christmas, to go and celebrate different cultures, to go and meet people, to go and meet relatives. But in our own today, we lost all these things just because we left our country for many years ago. If I may ask, is there anyone who would come to realize that tomorrow is another day, just like me and you? Just ask yourself and don't lie. You know what you are going through. Just like I'm saying to you guys, please. We should remember that those kids that we give birth to different countries, we should taught them about where we come from, about the way we live, the way we eat, the way we deal with each other, not always running after one or two things and forgetting the real thing that we do so that our ancestors will be happy with us wherever they are. Okay. I was just talking to my uncle few days ago. There's a lady told me that her husband passed away. I said, "Oh, may his soul rest in peace." But I asked him, "What about his children?" He told me that his children don't even know anything about where he come from and stuff like that. I said, "What about his wife?" He told me his wife don't even speak the language. What's she going to do? Then I told him, but do you have anything to share or to help her? I mean, telling her how she can be able to cope or to do one or two things to show what she can tell the kids when they grow up. Do you know what, guys? My cousin told me that this lady, she's not even herself because she regretted everything that happened to her. She told me that my dad did not taught me before I travel. My mom did not taught me. Just look at it. Do you see what I said? We that travel to abroad, many of us, maybe 99% lost the route. Maybe 1% if God, I'm not sure, but only God. So, ladies and gentlemen, we should not left what is important and keep dragging to one thing that is not favorable. Those things are things that we will need to have an answer tomorrow to our children. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just try to bring this up into our mind to know that is a very huge responsibility that we need to deal with. Even me and you, you know, maybe what I'm saying, you are even into it just like I am speaking to you guys now. There are so many people who wish that tomorrow will come back again, but the tomorrow never come because they do not make use of it in a reasonable way. Many of us died on the process, but what I promise myself is this, and I promise anybody that is listening to this audio should realize that important important thing in life is recognizing your culture so that the spirit of your ancestors will brace your feeling. I rest my hand. I kindly ask you guys to leave this topic you want me to talk about next time in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and share with your friend. So, what I am about to say is regarding most of the time when we travel to abroad, so many of us, just because of document or because of one thing, we spend years looking for document. On the process, some of us could not even got that document, and we passed away. This is something, a system that we have to think. Abroad is not meant for everybody to stay. The agility, the energy that we produce working so hard in abroad, let's assume we all come together and say, man, time is hand. It's time up that we should go back and reside and base in our place. You can't spend 10 years looking for document, 20 years looking for document. Why you don't have? You live all your youth life in abroad and achieve nothing on the process of looking for document. Come on, man. Let us start thinking that we need more ways how to deal with this matter. If you think that you cannot make it in this way, why don't, you spend a couple of years and you go back and base in your own country and make a better life. And it will help you to live long life. I could remember a friend of mine which is doing construction work. He spent 10 years working. He tried to get his document. He couldn't manage to get it. He traveled again. He came back. He told me, my friend, I think I'm sick. I said, what is wrong with you? We were still talking. His friend come the next day and told me that this guy couldn't get up from bed. I don't know what is wrong. Okay. People contributed money and took him back to his country. After some weeks, and I heard that he passed away. This is all about looking for money and forget the life. The type of system that have placed in our mind for those who travel abroad, just for you to be working and forget that you are living. We are not living, we are just existing. The light can be off in a couple of a second. You don't know. Many of us don't even know what is checkup. I went somewhere visiting a person and I saw a box. This person brought this box down. I told him, my friend, what is that? He said, this is medicine, that tablets, drug that he took, pills. And I told him, what is this for? He told me, no, you have to, when you get at certain age, from 40, you have to be visiting hospital time to time to check up. But like we Africans, we have no, we many of us have no idea about all these things. We work, 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 work. At the end of the day, if luck is against you, you wouldn't make it. But so here I am here today talking about how we can be able to adjust and think about the health. Think about where we come from. We have no time to waste anymore. A friend of mine that drove taxi come to my place one time and told me, my brother, I am growing. Home is calling. Ladies and gentlemen, we are speaking to each other here in this very channel. Please think. Home is calling. Nobody need to tell you. Yourself have already told you wherever you are. Home is calling. It's up time that we have to start doing something. No matter what, there is nothing like to be shamed. Nobody send you to abroad. Nobody send you wherever you go. Thank God that you are alive. Stop thinking of you did not help this, you did not do this. Take care of yourself and go back home and see what you can do. One or two things will help life. Then we're here years and years, no document, no money, no good life, confusion, depression. I mean, a whole lot of things. Can it be? Let's make a vote. Just ask yourself, if we round a vote to every immigrant in the whole world that we want to make a vote, who is happy where he's living? Let's make a vote. My brothers and sisters, I am telling you, if there is any vote, I think the box will be empty. Nobody is coming out to vote because no one is happy. Even though you are happy because of the moment, but internally you are not happy. Living your youth life abroad, dating old abroad, doing a whole roll of things in abroad. At the end of the day, you achieve nothing. Tell me, people will wreck. Even on the process, you will go home to enjoy yourself just because you. God. Brothers and sisters, please, I am getting so annoyed when I see the way guys are dealing to each other in terms of the way we spend. Somebody will do a lot of hard job. When you travel back to abroad, you go and buy a lot of chains, buy cars, do a show off. No, there are beggars. There are people. There are a whole lot of things that one need to do. Let us just calm down to our simple sense. Just look at this white man. Look at all these white musician. Look at the way the rapper, African American musician. You will see one person wearing gold worth of billion, trillion dollar. Is that life? Can't we just one day and think, no, we need to think there are people who is somewhere. Those are our ancestors. We that is here that tastes are good for should realize that our lineage came from. I am today answering Tupac. I am today answering Biggie or whatever you call your name. But think where my lineage come from. Have you ever think of where your ancestors come from to say, okay, I need to have time and think about this. You lost your culture. You lost everything. You just live the life of moment. I mean, there is no one should be proud of this. The heroes are the men. When you talk about somebody like Nelson Mandela, you talk about Mama Gaddafi. Those are the men. Men with history. Those are the men. You talk about uh, Kwame Nkrumah. You talk about so many of them. Our ancestors, people who do something that we will remember. Not you come, you spend life praising. No. Nowadays, people are not even recognizing where you come from, where you was born. All you do is what you see at the moment. You do whatever you want to do, and nobody cares. So, my brothers and sisters, please, it's up time we have to come back to our senses and start thinking, realizing there is where we came out from. Even if it is a hole, we still can make it to be a place. If you want to and ready to do it, it's up time. You can do it. Even if it is a bush, we still can make it a place. We still can build it a place. Because all this thing that is looking so nice that we are running after, do you think that we don't have the opportunity to do it in our own place? Of course, yes. We have the opportunity. So, it's up time we started thinking of what I mean by home is calling. It's not always there. What do we gain at the end of the day? You spend the time and life is gone. I call a friend of mine. Do you know what he told me? He said, I don't think I'm coming back to abroad because I am here enjoying myself. This is where life rely on, not here. Running every day, night, on the rain, under the sun, night work, every moment, thinking of the bill, thinking of the house rent, thinking of what you're gonna eat, thinking of the transportation, thinking of every down thing. Oh man, I've never look. It's really high time that we have to started believing what ourselves is telling us. Nobody need to tell you this. It's there and you are knowing it. We should stop glorying it. We should stop fighting for what is not ours. Those things is not ours. We came from somewhere and we belong from somewhere. A friend of mine told me that he went to swim. He saw a guy. He told him, where are you from? He says, from West Africa. He said, what do you mean by when you are drinking something, you will throw it on the floor? And he told him, but you are African. I said, yes, of course I am. I said, when I throw it on the floor before I drink it, it means that I give the ancestors to eat before me because they were alive before I came. So they will eat before me. And this guy was shocked. He said, somebody have told me something that I have never known before, something that I have never heard before. He told me, so anytime I see somebody brought maybe soft drink, anything that even water you want to drink, he throw a little bit on the floor. And I used to see him. And today I said, let me ask this, my friend. What do you mean by this? Let me not, maybe his habit or something. He said, no, my friend, this is not habit. You have to, I do this because I gave my ancestors. Because we come through soil and we go back to the soil. So, why by the time we throw on the floor, it means that you give to your ancestors to eat before you eat. And it is a blessing to everybody. So, we will be talking about another part of culture next time. And please, ladies and gentlemen, I beg you to subscribe to this channel